Hey guys, I'm Maggie. Today I wanted to share a couple things going on in astrology and talk about the upcoming new moon and some positive aspects that the energy will bring so that you can really use that in your practice, and also some of the negative aspects so that you can be mindful of that. I'll also share some tips, tricks, rituals that you can incorporate into your own practice. So let's get started. Before we get started, I want to clarify that everything that I'm going to share on this channel is from my own personal experience and my own personal research. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. I'm not an expert by any means, and the information that I have is not factual. Everyone has their own beliefs and their own way to practice. This is simply what I do, what I believe, and what I have discovered that resonates with me and that I have found along my way and through my research. So let's begin. The new moon for March is going to take place on March 13th. I use the Daft Moon app to keep up with the cycles. It will, by your location, it will tell you exactly what phase the moon is in, and you can even fast forward to see exactly what time the certain phases will be. So a lot of people like this if they do certain practices and rituals around moon phases. However, if you miss the exact time of the new moon, don't freak out. The new moon energy typically lasts 3 days before the new moon, during the new moon, and 3 days after. And this is the same with every moon phase. So you don't actually have to, do your ceremony or your ritual or whatever it is that you plan to do exactly at that time. So this particular new moon is going to be in the zodiac sign Pisces. However, we did have another major shift in astrology that I wanted to talk about first, because that energy is going to be mixed in and lingering with that new moon energy. So Mars recently left the zodiac sign of Taurus and it entered the zodiac sign of Gemini. Gemini is the sign of the twins. It's a very adaptable sign. The Gemini has a very communicative, friendly, bubbly energy. So it's not a bad thing, but like all signs, they have their good, their bad, their pros, and their cons. So we'll go over all of that. Mars is the planet of action, planet of energy, passion, desire, aggression. Mars has a raw, masculine energy. Mars is about action, not reaction. And Gemini is a social butterfly, the communicator, the teacher, the student. Gemini energy is very intelligent and curious. But Gemini can also be very restless, very unfocused, and very scatterbrained. So keep this in mind all month, but also, when you're doing any of your rituals or practices, especially your new moon practice. Gemini is also known to be the ruler of the hands. So now would be a really good time to get your hands dirty or do something very creative with your hands. Be careful of your words, especially when you're angry or upset or you're arguing. New moons are the start of the new moon cycle. This produces a very powerful energy that's very good for intention setting, goals, a fresh start, making changes. The new moon occurs when the sun and the moon are in the same sign. In this case, it will be in Pisces. And you should really use this energy to your advantage, and it will affect everyone, even those who are not in Pisces. However, any Pisces in your birth chart will be affected more. If you don't know your birth chart, if you've never seen your birth chart, there are plenty of sites out there that will give you a free natal chart or birth chart. I prefer Cafe Astrology. Pisces energy is highly creative, intuitive, artistic, compassionate. Again, it would be an ideal time for you to use your creative side with your hands or your communication or both. Venus, the planet of love, and Neptune, the planet of inspiration, dreams, illusion, intuition, will be within 4 degrees of the sun and the moon on the day of the new moon. This will be a magical time full of creative inspiration, intuitive imagination, but be careful of any of these negative aspects of Pisces. Pisces can be very fearful. Pisces can want to escape their problems. They tend to run from others, and when the going gets tough, they tend to hide. So be aware of some of those negative aspects of Pisces as well. You may also feel kind of down, sad, depressed, emotional, and that's normal. This is a water sign, so it's okay to be a little more emotional than normal. Don't try to hide those feelings. Reflect on them, acknowledge them. You're feeling this way for a reason. You may be a little oversensitive or a little over emotional. Just maybe use this time to ground yourself, maybe meditate a little bit more, or do some kind of mindful practice to help really keep you secure and grounded. Pisces can also tend to be overly truthful. So with this Pisces energy mixing with the Mars and Gemini, be very, very careful of your words. Gemini are known to be the sign of communication, and with Mars ruling communication, you may come across harsher than you mean to, especially if you are in a more emotional state. So just be very mindful of that and be careful not to use your words as a weapon. This new moon will be a great time to receive clarity, work on relationships or self-love, tap into your inner self. It will be a perfect time for manifestation. All the Pisces energy will activate our imagination to push us to create the reality of our dreams. So let's talk about some activities, some rituals that you can add to your practice to really utilize this energy. Okay, so some things you might need to do this practice at home. A crystal. If you don't have a crystal, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't rush out and go buy a crystal. But if you do have one, I would suggest picking a crystal that really resonates with you or with the intention that you'll be setting or with the Pisces energy. You'll also need some paper or journal, pen, pencils, markers, crayons, whatever kind of creative means that you may have that you may want to use. So the first thing you're going to want to do is cleanse your space and yourself. Whatever cleansing method you typically use is fine. I prefer to smoke cleanse. You can smoke cleanse with a ton of different herbs. You can use loose herbs, bundle herbs, incense, just whatever works for you. If you have other methods of cleansing, you can do that. It's just completely up to you and your practice, and feel free to customize it however you want. After you cleanse, get your journal, your paper, and write out your intentions. You can write as few or as many as you need to, but it's very important when you write intentions to write it in the present tense. So, for example, say you want to attract a partner, a boyfriend, girlfriend, a relationship. You would write that as, I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend, I am with the person of my dreams, I am in the best relationship. However you want, customize it. Feel free to really make it work for you, and it has to feel right to you. If you wanted to attract money, you would write something in the present tense. You could write something like, I am prosperous and abundant. I have all the money that I need. I have all the money that I want. I have enough money to make all my wishes come true. I make $50 an hour. Whatever works for you, you want yourself to believe it. That's how you're going to make sure that that's the best intention for you. So my intention may not match exactly what your intention is, but we're basically attracting the same thing, and that's okay. It has to resonate with you, it has to work for you, and you have to be able to believe it. Feel free to make as many intentions as you want. If you don't really want to manifest something like that, if that's not really your goal this month, this new moon, that's fine. You can also write an intention for something like healing. I want to heal. I want, self-love. And again, you would put that in the present tense. However it works for you is fine. Let me know if you would like to see a future episode about intention setting. Let me know in the comments below, and maybe I can make that for you guys. After writing your intention, then you're going to want to do something to clear your mind. You can do something like meditation, yoga, breath work, whatever you normally do is completely fine. I prefer, especially in this situation, I'm going to do Kundalini yoga. It's a combination of yoga and breath work. Instead of this particular type of yoga, instead of focusing on the poses, it focuses a lot more on the breath. And I really like this state that Kundalini yoga gets me in, and I find it very easy to go into meditation after. So that's what I plan to do for my new moon ritual. I will do Kundalini yoga followed by meditation. I prefer to get my yoga videos off of YouTube. I actually like Brett Larkin. Her channel is amazing. She has a lot of Kundalini videos, a lot of beginner videos, and her videos are not very long. So you don't have to feel like you have to do an hour of yoga when you really only wanted to do like maybe 10 minutes. So I'll link her channel info below. I will definitely be using some of her videos for my own practice. After your mindful practice, get your paper, journal, pens, markers, crayons, pencils, color pencils, whatever you have, and let your creative nature and your intuition guide you. If you feel like drawing. If you color. If you write. If you scribble. Just let your creative juices flow and just do what feels right and what feels natural to you. While you do this, just kind of keep your mind open and free, and if you're going to focus on anything, just focus on those intentions that you set at the beginning. Really try to not just think of them, but actually try to feel them. Try to imagine what your life would be like if you had them already. Imagine how you would feel if they were already true, and really use this time of enhanced imagination to allow you to see it and feel it and really, really imagine, because this is what that Pisces new moon energy is going to be perfect for. It's going to be perfect for really, really getting us to see what it is that we truly want. You may, at times during this practice, feel emotional or get emotional. That's completely fine. It's normal. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel angry, just let yourself be angry. Don't hold back your emotions. They're true, they're honest, they're there for a reason. So just let yourself feel them and let yourself be with them for a little while. After you get finished with your creation, just look at it, reflect on it, and kind of see how it really truly makes you feel and what is your intuition telling you or guiding you about it. After that, you can thank the universe, God, Allah, whatever you believe in, for allowing all of these intentions that you have set manifest and come true. Then you'll need to get your crystal that I talked about earlier. Again, if you don't have a crystal, don't worry about it. If you do have a crystal, use whichever one just feels right to you, or you can choose one based off of the intentions that you set or based off of the Pisces energy. If you're not sure, a quick Google search will definitely let you know what crystals are best for, which ones resonate with Pisces energy the most. I know off the top of my head, amethyst is a really popular one, and it works really well with Pisces energy. So you're going to take your papers that you have made, your intentions and your creation, and you're just going to take them outside and place them under the new moon, and you'll put your crystal on top. Again, if you don't have a crystal, you can just put your papers out there. If you want to fold them up, you can. If you don't want to fold them up, that's fine too. And if you can't go outside, that's okay too. You can put them on your windowsill or on your altar, or just a special sacred place for you, next to your bed, under your pillow, whatever works for you. Even if you can't go outside, the new moon energy is still present, still there with you. So if there's bad weather or for some reason you just can't make it outside, don't worry about it. I plan to take my intentions and my creation and my crystals and sit them outside under the new moon, and I'll just sit out there with them briefly and kind of feel that new moon energy and allow it to fill me up. And I'll thank the universe for everything, and thank the universe for allowing all of these things that I have asked for to manifest in my life. So feel free to do the same. Feel free to join me. Feel free to add, change, adjust anything that didn't resonate with you. This is just simply my practice and my plan for the new moon, but it's not a blueprint. Make it work for you. Everyone's practice is different, and everyone feels different and resonates with something different. So definitely adjust it however you see fit. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and feel free to comment below if you have any recommendations on something you want me to cover in the future. Also comment below and let me know what your plans are for the new moon. Let me know if you're going to do something different. Let me know if you're going to join with me for this particular ritual, and if you're going to change anything. And if you have any questions, also leave those below, and I'll try to get to those as soon as I can. So thank you guys. Thank you for watching. I have a podcast under the same name. I will link it below. You can definitely find it on Google, Spotify, and Anchor. And I'll also link below some other resources that I have. So thanks again, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Until next time.